Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Dawn. Thank you so much for being here. Please do hit subscribe and follow along on other social media outlets. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and you're more than welcome to say feedback publicly or privately. Thank you. You can also book or inquire about a reading on any of the social media outlets via my website dawnstarot.com, or on Facebook. There is a book now button as well you can click. Thank you. Okay, so for today, energetically, kind of like it's a bit of a motivator kind of a day. After the last few days, like energetically with the weather wise and everything kind of being very heavy and kind of like sapping the energy. Today feels like there's been a fresh lease of life, we'll say, or it's that kind of everything feels like it's coming together in a way. So it's this kind of, it's a motivator kind of a day. So it's time to kind of start cracking the whip and getting stuff done, essentially, and just kind of refocusing attention and kind of finding your motivator, which is quite funny because today I'm doing the 6-week mental health challenge. I don't know if you follow on Facebook or Instagram. And today is 29, and today is actually find your motivation and the reason why. And that's kind of where it is energetically today. It's that kind of like, why are you doing this? Or maybe it's that kind of reaffirming your motivation. Okay, right. So for today's daily guidance, I am using my Akashic Tarot deck by Sharon Ann Klinger and Sandra Ann Taylor. Always get fumbly with their names, but anyway. So this is one card for the collective, so it's one card for everyone. Please accept in love and light what you can relate to, and please leave in love and light what you don't, or what you can't for somebody else. Thank you. And we have 5 of Roses, the Garden. A very nice manicured lawn. The first thing that kind of came into my head when I seen that. Manicured garden. Right, and on that note, a lot of you maybe need to be grounding. I have spoke about grounding a good bit. I'll actually do a short grounding, not meditation as such, but basically if you imagine yourself, we'll say, on a manicured grass or in a meadow or in a field or in a bog, wherever nice ground, okay, that ground, it's about the ground. You could be under trees on moss, or, in a wooded area. Once you imagine yourself figuratively or even physically, be barefoot, and just imagine that kind of like your veins becoming roots as they like leave your feet and enter into the soil, ground beneath you. And they travel deep, deep down. So they pass through water, hard rock, sand, maybe bodies of water in the ground, under the ground, deep, and they keep going deeper and deeper and deeper until they reach like a massive clear quartz crystal. And they kind of anchor into that. But imagine your veins being like tree roots, okay? Your veins are essentially like tree roots. So that's where grounding is coming in, okay? And that's the first thing I'm getting off this card. With this card, though, it is about children. Whether you are trying to have children or physically have children, or maybe adopt or foster or whatever, great card for that kind of thing, okay? Also, maybe some of you need to do an awful lot more inner child work and allow your inner child to come out and play and actually go and look for bugs. See, look at her, she's like looking for bugs, and he's got a slingshot, I think. Yeah, it's a slingshot. Yeah, so like for some of you it is about your inner child. For some others it is about your actual children, whether they be young or older. For your younger children, maybe it's that kind of need for adventure, maybe, or need to allow them to be children and just like breathe, get back to routine and schedule tomorrow. For other people who have older children, their hard work is going to pay off, but they still need a little bit more to go. For some of them, I think it's that kind of like, see the way he's even trying to aim, and this isn't, I know this image is a boy, but this, what I'm speaking about, could be male or female, so a son or a daughter, or even like are really close, a niece or a nephew, a child or like a young person that you're very, very close to. It does not have to be your physical child, okay? But anyway, this child here he's got a slingshot and he's trying to take aim. So he's kind of, for some, okay, it is that kind of case of they need to remember not to be shooting off into the dark, and they need to aim. So it's that kind of, maybe it is more about the motivation and refocusing and what is the reasons behind it all, and before they take aim and fire. So it is that kind of a reminder. For others, as this child is here looking with a magnifying glass, they need to look at the logical responses, and they need to balance everything out. They need to look and listen. Do you know that kind of way? And kind of what do they feel? Is this the best road to be going on? Etc, etc, etc. And I know that raises an awful lot more questions than maybe that you want to hear or that they want to hear, but they're questions that only they can answer, okay? Only they can really answer the reasons why, or, you know, what their focus is, you know? And then for actually some of you with your inner child, you need to, it's the same kind of advice or the same kind of guidance for that. And maybe go and talk to your inner child. Imagine sitting on the bench and putting your arm around your 10-year-old self, or your 6-year-old self, or your 12-year-old self, or, you know, whatever age you need to just give yourself a hug, and, you know, let your child, your inner child, know that they are safe and they are loved, and that you are thankful that they brought you through all the difficult times, and that they are a survivor and they have made you a survivor. On the other hand, with the garden, perhaps it's just a case of just getting outside into the fresh air for some of you. So it's one of those cards where there's so much going on, even though it looks on the surface picture perfect, as is everything in life though, you know, just because you see it as one way. And maybe that is part of this card. Just because it looks like this, it's the picture perfect thing, that it's not. Like, everything is a little bit chaotic and a little bit crazy, and, you know, all of the above. But that is the card for today. I hope you all have a great day, whatever corner of the world that you are in, and take care of yourselves. Namaste, my friends. Bye.